Ever wondered how top subscription businesses impress investors and secure funding? Basically, it all starts with the right financial reports. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 most powerful reports you can generate in QuickBooks if you run an AI subscription businesses like mine. So whether your clients pay monthly or annually, these reports will help you track your spending and revenue. So to know where are those and how we can do it, let me just log in into my QuickBooks. So this is the free account in QuickBooks, which I have logged in earlier already. So now let's see the reports. So to go into the reports, onto your left-hand side, if you scroll down, you see reports. So click on reports. So the first and foremost report that we are going to see is the profit and loss report. So if you see the profit and loss report in QuickBooks, by default shows with the previous month data. So whatever period that you guys are looking for, all you have to do is change the period to your need. For example, I'm doing it this year to date, and then I'm running my report. So once I run my report, if you see, the report has been changed from April to January to May. So in the profit and loss report, this is the most important report to understand if your business is making money. It shows how much revenue you're earning from subscription, where it costs to run your AI platform, and how much profit you're keeping after expenses. I use this to check my gross margin and whether my monthly growth is actually sustainable or not. So if you can see, you see all the expenses and incomes and the net income in the profit and loss report. So now the next report is going to be the balance sheet report. So to go back, you see back to standard reports. Let's just click on that and we will be back to the reports. So if you see in the favorite list, we are going to see balance sheet report as well. So let's just come into the balance sheet report. As I said, all the reports in QuickBooks will show you with the previous month data. So if we have to adjust the period, let's just adjust the period and then run our report. So we all know this one shows the financial health of my business. So how much cash I have, what I owe, and whether I can survive the next 6 to 12 months or not. If I collect upfront annual payments, they show up here as a deferred revenue, right? If I'm collecting anything, if you can see, they show up as a deferred revenue over here. So which is a good sign that money is coming in even if I haven't delivered the service yet. So this way we can check all the things that we have in the balance sheet, whether what are the current liabilities are, what are assets we have, that we can check over here. So the next report is, let's just go back to the reports again. So the next report that we are going to look at is customer sales report. So to go into the customer sales report in the search box over here, let's just type customer. So if you type customer, you will see customer balance summary. So let's just choose that. So guys, if you see, this is the customer balance summary report. This report is actually going to tell you who my best customers are. So how do we know that? Who are my best customers? If you see, whoever is giving you the most income, then they are going to be our best customers, whether it's monthly or for annually, and who are high paying ones and who are low churning ones. We can check all of this data in the customer balance summary report. So in this report, basically, I use it to calculate average revenue per user, which helps investors see how valuable each customer is. It's also a great way to understand trends across different customer types or pricing plans. We can also choose the customer types and can also fetch the data using the types as well. Now let's go back to the reports again. So the next report that we are going to see is expenses by vendor summary report. All we have to do is just type in the search box. You see expenses by vendor summary report. Click on it. So what do we know from expenses by vendor summary report? If you see, the report period here is actually showing from this year to date. So we are good with the period. So if we want to know how much we are spending to get a new customer, right? So this report helps you track every dollar, whether I'm spending it on ads or tools or marketing agencies. I can check to which vendor how much payment I am making from this report. So then I divide that by the number of new customers to get my CAC, customer acquisition cost. So it's a key number every investor looks for, right? So that we can fetch the data from customer vendor summary. And the last and the foremost report that we are going to check, and which most of the investors are actually interested, are budget versus actual report. So all we have to do is just type in the search box budget versus actuals, pick that. So if we have to know budget versus actual report, the first thing that we have to do is create a budget in QuickBooks. Only if you create a budget in QuickBooks, then you can fetch the data for what is the budget that you have fixed and whether you have achieved it or not. So basically, by looking at this report, if you can see for January month, so by each month, you can check out the budget versus actual reports. Right, guys? So here, this is where all the planning meets the reality, correct? So that is what we're going to check in this report. I set a monthly budget and then compare it with what actually happened. So whether then I'm going to understand if I overspent it or hit higher revenue than expected, or this report shows me exactly what has happened. So for investors, it proves that I'm not just guessing, I am also tracking my goals and adjusting along the way. So by all of these reports, you can submit your data to investors and get funding. That's it, guys. Thank you.